to understand eschatology, I think so many problems with people's view of the end times is not understanding the Bible as a whole in the first place. And that can go with our misunderstanding with all kinds of things in life, is because we don't understand fully what the Bible is. So to understand eschatology, which is the study of end times, we must understand the purpose of the Bible, the big picture. The Bible isn't about you. The Bible's not about me. That has been a huge, just eye-opening thing that God has shown me lately. And I knew it, but he's just really underlined that. And I talk about this a lot because he's really underlined that if you use the Bible for self-help, if your purpose when you open the Bible is to find yourself, you're missing the point. Because our purpose when we open the Bible is to find him. Now, a bonus is that he changes you. He changes you into the likeness of his son. But you really are changed because you're seeking him, not because you're seeking you. And this is something I think we miss sometimes, because in Western Christianity, we've made the church about us, about how to feel better, about how to look better, be better. But that's not the purpose of the Bible. It's not a self-help book. It isn't to make us feel better or even be better people. The purpose of the Bible is to understand God. That's why he gave us the Bible, is because he wants us to understand him, to understand his plan and what he's doing, what he has done and what he will do. He wants to communicate with us. He wants to relate to us. And that's the whole reason that he gave us the Bible, is so we can find him, not so we can find ourselves. We're in such a selfish world, it's difficult sometimes for us to get out of that. So likewise, to understand the gospel, to understand the good news, we must understand the ending. Because often 1/3 of the story, and actually when you really get into the Bible, you see in types and shadows, the entire Bible talks about the end. It's incredible how God has said this same story of redemption through types and shadows from Genesis to Revelation. There's not one book of the Bible. It's not Revelation where you find the end. It's in the beginning as well. It's everywhere. So, but often over 1/3 of the story, the climax and the resolution of God's word is missing in most people's understanding, which is really insane, because you think about it, if we watch a movie, like your favorite movie, or if you're reading a book that's really interesting, you wouldn't set it down and turn it off just as it's starting to get good. Just as the climax is building up to where the hero comes in and saves the day, not going to be like, oh, I don't need to know that. That's where we are in time, is right on the brink of the climax and the tension of the story, where the hero comes in and saves the day. So we have the enemy, which makes, really, Satan is genius, because he's trying to hide that and hide the importance of understanding that the most amazing work that Jesus is going to do happens at the end of the story, even more amazing than his first coming, biblically, is his return. And that's right there in the Bible. But most of us don't know the end of the story because we've been taught it's scary or it's too hard to understand. So here, why? To understand the full context of God's word, we can miss out on the why. Why did Jesus come? And what is his purpose in coming? And even, who is Jesus? That Jesus is God. How many people miss that? And many don't understand that Jesus's greatest work is still in our future. As a result, the Bible is viewed as just another path, just another way to God, just another religion, when it's not a religion at all. It's a relationship with God. And so it's not a collection of rules. That is missing the point altogether of the Bible. So the Bible is the only truth and the only story of God. That is what we have in the Bible. That's how precious it is. And in the Bible, we see the story of Jesus restoring his people to himself from Genesis to Revelation. The entire context of God's word is that story over and over.